Welcome to Spoop Squad, the podcast that watches horror films that go flop in the night. I am your spoopy host, Jared, and I'm here with...
I'm Nick. And I'm Nathan. Ooh.
Scene.
It's spooky because it's Halloween time month.
It is Halloween time.
Month.
Halloween time month.
It's Halloween time month.
Okay, so this episode we watched Deep Dark. It's from 2015. We watched this movie on Hulu.
Yes.
So
What's the rating on this?
the rating on this is 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. That's actually pretty impressive for a movie about Nick's belly button. It's the deepest belly button I've ever seen.
The deepest and darkest.
It is dark. It gets real dark.
It gets really dank, too.
Yeah, dank, dark.
So what's the budget on this film?
$20,000 US dollars.
$20,000 US dollars.
It's 20,000.
So the way this film was, it seemed like it was $20.
Yeah, it did feel like it was $20. Nick, why don't you hit me with that synopsis?
So Herman considers suicide until he finds a strange talking hole in the wall that has the power to fulfill his wildest dreams or become his worst nightmare.
That's a vague ass synopsis.
Yeah.
This hole doesn't really become his worst nightmare, does it?
No, it becomes his lover friend.
What's the one good thing that we have about this film?
My one good thing is I thought it was interesting how they put up like for different scenes or different like chapters of the movie or acts or whatever, they would put up like a little description like it was an art piece. You know, when you like go into a movie and you see an art piece and it's got like the name and the artist and like a description of it.
Yeah.
I liked it because it made it actually feel like they put real thought into the movie and like they were like, oh, this would be interesting, and sometimes it would say something funny, and that was fun for me.
I don't know that they put a lot of thought into the movie itself.
Oh, no, there's a ton of thought put into it.
Okay. I think I know kind of what this is supposed to be. Okay, Nick, what's your one good thing?
I like there's a shot when Herman sees the painting on the wall that covers up the hole has shifted before he knows the hole is there, and he goes to correct it to get it, level. And they have the shot where it's attached to the painting, and when he goes to level it out, it actually levels out. It's just a really cool shot, whereas he's correcting the level of the painting. The camera's moving with it. It was cool.
Okay, yeah, mine is kind of similar to that. So my one good thing is you get a side-by-side shot from different hole perspectives whenever Herman is going around the whole apartment and patching up all these holes. Mm-hmm. You have one that formed like in the living room. You had one that formed in the bathroom. So as he's walking and patching up these holes, you get the perspective of the one that he's patching up and the one from the main first hole.
Yeah. No, that was actually pretty cool. It was one of the few thoughts I think they had.
One of the few good things.
When they were filming this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, question. Do you think that, because the holes formed after he fucked the hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think those are his babies?
No.
He fucked the hole and then it gave birth to the other holes?
No, I don't think so.
Do you think it's babies? Obviously, the little fucking... I don't even know what it is that comes out. Like
the skin
gem,
testicles?
Like a little skin gem or something.
They're like rocks. They're like wet rocks. Skin testicles. That's how I describe them.
Yeah, I think those are his babies.
Like they're all fleshy and weird.
Yeah, they're gross.
Veiny.
They're gross, but people love them for some reason.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah.
They're all about them.
Let me see your mobiles, your sculptures.
His sculptures are so bad.
No, they're terrible.
And they're not even sculptures. They're mobiles.
Yes. All right, well, Nick, why don't we do the kill breakdown?
Well, this is going to take some time, guys.
Yeah, let's hunker down.
Okay.
We really need to make sure that we're comfy in our chairs for this one kill in the movie.
I don't know. I kind of died a little bit inside.
No, actually, this movie filled me with hope. It was... Nope, I'm done. No, go on.
Do you want me to use the clicker?
No, that's fine. You can leave it. So Joel dies towards the end of the movie.
Yeah, it takes a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30 minutes at most before the end of this movie? So it was about 3/4 of the way through the movie.
It's at least 45 minutes in. And this movie is only an hour and 19 minutes long.
Yeah, and I would say it was about 45 minutes in.
Like, it's got to be at least 67% of the way through.
We could check the timestamp. No, it's actually 69. If you could check your math, please.
Nice.
Joel is trying to fuck this other dude's hole.
And if there's
Like
one
Joel
thing that we
does.
know, you never fuck another person's hole.
Exactly. Joel is a douche, and then the hole bites him and sucks out his intestines, and he dies. Like one does when your intestines have been sucked out.
Like spaghetti,
Like
though.
spaghetti.
It doesn't bite him. It just sucks.
No, it bites him.
No, it can't. The teeth are like inside the drywall.
No.
It literally just sucks on it until like his skin pops, and then it sucks.
You're wrong. There is in the poster for the movie, there is a mouth with teeth.
Yeah, and
So
it's
I'm saying
inside
it
the hole.
Bites
though.
the hole. It bites his back first, and then sucks it out.
So you're saying that it has to poke the hole?
No, it bites a hole.
Yeah, it pokes a hole.
It bites a hole. There's a difference between poking and biting.
Okay, either way, either it bites a hole or it just sucks it out. There is... Okay, that was weird.
I was trying to do a sucking noise.
That was not...
Instead, I just blew you a kiss.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Like, why? So let's go with this, Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something you want to tell me? Thank you.
That's the sound it makes when you suck somebody's intestines like spaghetti through their body.
I think it's funny that the whole sucks his intestines up like spaghetti, because that's all Herman was eating for like 2 weeks straight. Is
Yeah.
spaghetti. And it would show this montage of him working on his mobiles and then like just chowing down on spaghetti and slurping it up.
And they made it intentionally like gross for him to eat it too.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
very clearly were like, no, he apparently doesn't know how to eat. So let's make it as nasty as possible.
No, he doesn't know how to eat and he doesn't know how to make art.
Well, yeah.
Very true.
He also doesn't know how to dress. It's just wardrobe selection for this movie is
One leg at a
terrible.
time.
Well, I mean, they had $20,000. This is probably legitimately what he had in his closet.
Yeah, but they could have been like, "Hey, man, could you just come into dressed in like a t-shirt and jeans or something?" And he was like, "Got it." And then he like shows up in like a Guy Fieri like bowling shirt. His fucking.
Let's go straight to Flavor Town.
I need to find my weirdest Hawaiian shirt to wear with the biggest collar.
And they set a precedent for the whole sucking Joel's intestines out by sucking all of the oxygen out of the room when Devorah was there.
Yeah.
So I don't think that it bit a hole.
I think it sucked the hole.
I think
Suck.
the
Suck. Have you never seen Spaceballs, you uncultured swine?
I've seen Spaceballs, but I was a child, and then I was like, I don't really need to watch it again.
You're still a child.
You're a child.
I mean, hey man, growing old is mandatory, and growing up is optional.
Okay.
That's the name of this episode. It's Deep Dark and Nick dispenses wisdom.
Okay, so I feel like with only one kill, we're kind of left wanting more.
Yeah.
So who did you want to see die in this film?
Oh, definitely creepy landlord lady.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would've
she
been
was such a
awesome.
weird stalker. At first, I was like, she's really cute. Like
she kind of is, yeah.
She's kind of cute and she's into him, and then she like goes
breaks into his house and puts on his deodorant.
It's not really breaking in. I mean, she's leaving him a cake, but then she's
definitely breaking it. She's like, "Hey,
unlawful entry." Then,
yeah. She
would
like
that make you feel better.
Yeah, she did not give the required 24 hours.
Yeah, she like sits on the bed and looks in his fridge, puts on his deodorant. It's pretty fucking weird. And then she hears a noise from the hole, and she goes over and looks, and then it's like the alien's like baby mouth came out.
You mean with the teeth where they bite things?
It didn't bite her. It just poked her in the eye.
But no, I think it bit it out because it was gone.
Her eye wasn't gone.
Her eye wasn't gone. She just covered it and ran out the apartment.
We don't know if it was gone or not.
Yeah. I mean, it could have sucked it out.
Or bit it out.
Okay, Nick, who else do we want to see die in this film?
The uncle. Because, bear with me on this.
Uncle Felix?
Uncle Felix.
Was his name Felix?
Yeah.
It's really shitty to send your nephew to an apartment to fuck a hole and enter some sort of demonic relationship
that
to make
you've
good
already
art.
fucked.
You've done this. You know what he's about to get into, and you're not going to give him any sort of information for this like situation he's about to enter into.
Yeah.
And how fucked up this goes, and his life is kind of really fucked up after this.
Let's talk about this for a second, because how many people has fucked this hole?
We know at least
I think it was
4.
5.
It was 4 or 5. Because there was
Jackson
Pollock, Andy Warhol,
Right.
Felix, and
Herman,
baby Hermie.
So that's 4.
And then she mentions like one other person who I can't remember.
I think she does. I can't remember either. But here's the thing: it's not like she has hands and arms to be able to have personal hygiene. So think about that.
Vaginas are self-cleaning though.
But this was not a vagina.
True.
I mean, Herman's just like,
oh no, Nick just got broken.
No, you're right, but you're not wrong. But there's still something about that concept that I'm still like. But do you still just want to go in there and just like trust that this demonic presence's vagina works the same way?
Here again, not a vagina.
A hole. You're right. Again,
it's a hole.
So really, it just doesn't work. No. He could have Lysoled it first.
Also, I was reading director's thing and I don't know, interview, and he says that it's not demonic. It's just a monster that lives in the wall.
Okay.
Who has the voice of Aeon Flux?
Yeah. So I've got to be honest. I really wanted to see Herman die.
I didn't think Herman was going to die, though.
I didn't think he was, and he doesn't, but I really wanted him to. I hated him. Everything about him I disliked.
Yes. I was really... Okay, this was something else that I liked that they brought back through the movie, because it's mentioned once and then it comes back twice. When Herman is standing there with the street art vendor who's telling him about an artist who took a gardening shears and cut off his fingers because he was sucked, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's a point when Herman's out of spaghetti and he's about to cut off his own fingers, and then the hole's that's when the hole starts talking to him, right?
Right.
It starts spitting out the fishing line with the notes. Also, really good penmanship for something with no hands. Mm-hmm. I guess, I mean, some people can tie a cherry stem with their tongue, so I shouldn't be surprised that this monster can write a note with its tongue.
But
I mean,
we also don't know what it looks like. It could have hands inside there. We don't know.
No, there's no hands.
You don't know that?
No, I do know that.
Why? How?
Because it had no hands.
Because it had no hands or feet.
I want some legitimate proof.
Anyway, so they also bring it back later with Devora when she's trying to cut the monster out of the wall with the chainsaw, and is really just killing it. But she gets into like a fight, like a scuffle with Sweet Baby Hermie, and she ends up cutting her fingers off with the chainsaw. Yeah. And then she screams and runs out. Also, really impressed that she could open the door with no fingers. Like, she turned the doorknob and ran out. Mm-hmm. So, and it was with one hand. I mean, I watched. I was like, oh, she has no fingers. How is she going to get out? One hand. She just one-hands it.
Just with the thumb and palm.
She just cups it with a heel of her thumb. Anyway,
she's good at that.
But I actually thought that was interesting that the writer and director chose to do that.
Well, there's another time whenever Herman is sitting on the bench and he sees the guy who has no fingers.
Yeah, well, he has like an index finger or something. He didn't cut off all of his fingers, just most of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did see him on the park bench, and I thought that was really cool too. So that's 4 times that was brought up, as it's pretty much the only theme of the movie other than Herman finger blasts this hole in the wall and it spits out these testicles that are tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Okay, so I mean we've already been kind of touching on a lot of them, but what are some of the other ridiculous moments in this movie?
When Herman has decided to hang himself as a piece of art, and he's blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah,
he's blood, sweat, and tears.
And then I know it wasn't his intention, but he's sitting there in this harness, and he has all these like IV bags that I mean, blood is definitely one of them. The others, we don't know for sure if it was actual sweat and tears or if he's just like, let me just fill these with water. But
it's piss.
No, it wasn't yellow.
He was very hydrated.
He was very hydrated.
Yeah.
But then when he
also turns a fan on. There was
for
no need.
Reason.
There was no need for it. He wasn't a fucking wind chime.
Yeah, and I really don't think that a fan would really blow it enough. Like it doesn't even matter anyways. Like that wouldn't help. I mean, he was shitty. Maybe that was the point. He's like, oh, I think I need a fan for this. I don't know. But then
and it's more performance art.
Yeah, I mean, but then
it's the closest thing to art that he actually did and everything.
Yeah. Let's talk about his shitty art.
His fucking sculptures, his mobiles.
Like the birth control packs.
The birth control with paintbrushes. Like, what the fuck is that even supposed to represent? Like, I know they thought it through, and I'm sure there's some underlining meaning, but I have no idea what it is.
I don't know, but I do love that he takes it home every night to keep working on it. And then, like,
he brings it to the studio, hangs it up all nice and prim, and then he brings it home.
He works at it at the studio, takes it home, and works on it there.
And then takes it back to the studio.
Because, I mean, maybe there was birth control in it.
So
no,
it was empty.
No, it was empty for sure.
Yeah. It was just full of sugar pills.
He just didn't want anybody to throw it away.
Yeah.
Or steal the birth control.
Or the sugar pills.
There were no birth control.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, there wasn't definitely
pills
nothing
in there. Yeah.
Well.
All the cartridges were out.
Yeah, it's just the cases.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so we've already determined that Herman's art is shit.
Mm-hmm.
Devora's art is shit.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely belong together.
But her art is so bad that Herman made fun of it. like that's bad.
And I love that after he's sitting there laughing about it, like, oh, this is horrible. This person's not an artist.
It looks like a child.
And then she's like, I feel so bad right now. I need you to fuck me so I feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Like, he just lowered her self-esteem and self-worth so much. She's like, now I want it.
Yeah, he straight negged her.
Yeah, pretty.
This Prince of Persuasion right there.
I don't even think that was.
He's been reading the game.
There was no. Yes.
I'm gonna spit my beer.
Oh my god! Yes.
But I mean, they definitely belong together. But who in their right mind would be taken back in an art studio that somebody runs, is shown all of this terrible art, and doesn't automatically think, oh, they fucking did this.
Yeah. God, that's where you play it safe and be like, is this yours? And when they're
Yeah.
like, no, it's not mine, it's horrible, be like, oh, thank God. Because I was going to say, I thought you would be better than this or something. Like, have a safety line, something to save yourself with.
Look,
don't just fucking insert your foot in your mouth automatically.
Here's the thing. I got kids. And my kids are terrible artists.
Pickle Jesus.
Yeah, Pickle Jesus. Literally a picture of Jesus with his nose colored green. Now, here's the thing. Here's what I always do is I go, oh, this is interesting. Tell me about it. Because I don't know what the fuck it is. But my kids are bad artists. So I asked them, "Oh, tell me about this. What is this?" That is straight up what Sweet Baby Hermie should have done. And in this instance, he was not Sweet Baby Hermie. He was
douchebag Hermie.
He was douchebag Baby Hermie. He did real bad.
Real bad. But he still got it, so
he still got it. Yeah. But, you know, he could have if he had been like, "Oh, these are interesting. Tell me about them." And she started telling him, he could have been like, "Oh, that's really cool. That's
I'm
really
super proud of
interesting.
you.
Yeah. Oh man,
You're making a go at it.
I'm gonna take this home and hang it on the fridge." Like, I mean, any reaction that he had at that point that would have shown some sort of empathy and sympathy for her bad art, because he's a bad artist.
Mm-hmm.
It would have endeared him to her more, I think, than him going, "This is dumb. I'm a good artist."
Yeah.
I put testicles.
I put testicles in my mobiles.
I get these testicles from the hole in the wall in my house, and I put them in my mobiles, and everyone loves them.
He does tell her later.
Yeah, he does
about
tell
this.
her.
I cannot fucking imagine going to my girlfriend, who is an aspiring artist and runs a art studio, saying, "Hey, I have to go and do away with this hole in the wall because it's causing problems for me, and that's the only reason I'm a good artist. I've been fucking a hole in the wall." Like, she's gonna think you're crazy, right?
Yeah, but instead she goes and
believes him.
Well, because she'd already been there and talked to the hole in the wall, which also at some point manifested on a chair that was not in the apartment before, and set up candles and lit them all.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about this, because this is definitely a ridiculous moment. So it sets up a red chair, like a red lawn chair, in the middle of the apartment, lights all these candles and surrounds it. And
like, we're talking hundreds of candles.
Devorah never even sits in the fucking chair.
Yeah, that bothered me, that there was a chair for her. Like, they're like, "Let's put this here." That they were just like, "Do what you want with this scene," and she's like, "I'm not fucking sitting in that."
Yeah, I'm not sitting in that thing.
Yeah, that's a bullshit. Give me a real chair.
But this is when is when the hole sucks out all of the oxygen out of the apartment.
Yeah.
Somehow creates a vacuum,
Which
it would have blown out the windows.
I mean, yeah, and not to mention that, I mean, apartments aren't airtight. I mean, there's going to be some air that's getting in, right?
Not if it sucks hard enough. I guess the only person that would know is Sweet
Joel.
Baby Hermie. Joel doesn't know.
Those in Texans got sucked out.
No, but when he walked in, he was just finger blasting the hole, and the hole was about it.
Yeah.
So whose fault was that really?
Herman.
True. It's not
okay.
Joel's death is not on Joel.
Here's the thing too. So just as mysteriously as the chair and candles appear, along with Joel's body, they also just disappear.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where the fuck are these items going?
In the holes.
Are they getting sucked out of the room?
Well, and you would think that filming this movie, they would have thought about that, because to film those scenes...
No, I don't think they thought about anything in this movie.
Unless they filmed those scenes absolutely last out of everything else, they had to take them out to continue filming the rest of the scenes. So that should have gone through their head, right? Like, if setting up for the scene, they had to put them there and then take them out to film the later scenes. Nobody thought, well, what happens to them?
Yeah, I mean, there are dumpsters outside. Well, you think about it like this: is that the holes have the ability to suck really hard. Maybe they have the ability to blow really hard, and they positioned everything by little bursts of air, like it's the fucking shuttle entering the atmosphere.
Okay, so she opened the door by sucking it open, and then blew everything out
Into the dumpster.
That's not implausible.
Oh, wait. No. Try that word again, because you have not said it right yet.
I'm done. No, after going through it like that, I'm done. I quit.
Implausible?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I said unplausible, and then kind of said implausible.
And you said implausible.
Yeah. It was bad. It happens.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into ratings. Nick, what are you going to do?
I'm going to give it a skull, because it was fun to watch. I definitely never seen, a guy fuck a hole in the wall.
You obviously haven't spent a
You
lot of
haven't watched
time down in
enough porn.
Montrose. You haven't been to South Beach.
No, there's some. Well, I guess to be fair, there was something on the other side of this hole too. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it was funny. It was funny enough that I had to check Pornhub to see if that scene was on it, and it wasn't. And I was really disappointed by that.
You would do that.
I really
do that.
wanted. I was like, please tell me some sick fuck wants to watch this dude just fucking a hole in the wall.
Oh no, they do.
No. Okay.
It's just they watch the movie to watch it.
No, that's fair.
All right, Nathan, what are you doing?
I'm going to give it a skull because this is actually the second time that I've watched this movie, and I would watch it again. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's dumb and fun, and I love watching other people's reactions to it. Gets a skull.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to give it a skull as well. This is my third time to watch it. Definitely, if you've seen it before, I feel like you have to show it to somebody who hasn't seen it to enjoy it again. I watched it alone the first time, really struggled to get through it.
Yeah.
Then I told you about it, and I was like, yeah, let's watch this.
Yeah. It was fun.
And then we liked it so much, we were like, yeah, let's show this to Nick.
We need to do this for Spoop Squad.
Yeah. So, yeah, it definitely gets a skull for me from all three of us. So that gives 3 skulls.
Awesome.
Yeah, so go watch this and laugh at it.
Please watch it in a group of people.
Yeah, it's a lot better with a group.
Yes, I told some guys at work about this, and they're all very like, "What the fuck is that?" But there is this very like, I
Kind of want to watch
kind of
that.
need to see this because I don't really believe it's this way. I don't believe it's this bad that it's nobody made this movie, but they did.
They did.
They definitely did. All right. Well, Jared, what's our next movie?
We are going to close out the month of October with a good movie.
Yes.
It's going to be
Basnick.
Baskin. God damn it, Nick.
We're
Don't
have to-
confuse people.
It's Baskin.
It's Baskin.
As
It's
in Baskin Robbins, but without the Robbins. Thanks for listening, guys. If you want to join in the conversation, let us know what you like about the movie, what you don't like about the movie. If you have suggestions about movies that we should watch, if you have, I don't know, you just want to like argue with us about something we said, go join in the conversation on facebook.com/the Squad Podcast. We tried for the Spoop Squad, but they wouldn't let us have it because it has poop in the middle. And hit us up on Twitter at Spoop Squad.
I hope you spoop your pants.
That's a new one.
It is.